we're talking about my favorite subject. Why Spider-Man sucks. Why he's the worst.
Or just why he's one of the best.
So as you can see, my friend over here is obviously mistaken, and he thinks that Spider-Man's actually a good superhero, which he really isn't.
No.
So instead of having our normal battles that we have off camera, decided to give you a little taste of what we do, what we talk about. So one thing we're going to talk about is Spider-Man movies. Just for clarification, we don't talk about what I'm going to bring up and his defenses, so that see how good he is about Spider-Man and actually defending this useless character. So we got the movies here. I don't know how Spider-Man could be so great and not have one good Spider-Man movie. It's because the villains are useless, most of them. All the good villains end up, having their own comic books. Because people don't want to see them going against Spider-Man. So they're like, okay, Venom, Carnage, you can have your own book, and it ends up selling crazy.
It's because they're so good.
No.
That they know they can sell more with it.
The villains are more popular than the actual superhero.
That's not true.
It's 100% true.
No.
Like, whenever Spider-Man needs a help in ratings or anything like that, it's like, Venom, we need to get Venom in here. How can we do this? How can we get Carnage in here? No.
It's more like saying using Venom and Carnage, which are two amazing villains.
Right.
You can't deny that. Alright, it's not like you can have them fight Spider-Man every time, when
when Spider-Man
when they're not fighting, why not give them their own comics?
Okay, when Spider-Man doesn't fight them, the sales just go plummeting because Spider-Man's not interesting. Like, there's nothing interesting about him. First of all, he's a narcissist. He makes money by taking pictures of Spider-Man. Taking pictures of himself. Oh, here's what I could do. Just take pictures of myself. This guy has a high IQ, and that's what he does. He takes pictures of himself.
Alright, in his defense,
I'd like to hear this.
He started out in high school doing that to get money.
Spider-Man is one of the smartest people in Marvel.
I agree.
And for all this time, his idea of making money is to take pictures of himself. That's the smartest thing he could come up with, was taking pictures of himself.
I mean, I agree with that. I do. But it started in high school. Why did the writers not change it? That's because people like Jay Jonah.
No. They really don't like him that much. He can still end up being a part of it like he is now, and he's not taking pictures. He's Tony Stark Jr.
I mean, people like the fact that Spider-Man's relatable.
Relatable to who? To what?
To everyone.
He's relatable to no. It's like, oh my god, it's like, I could have helped somebody, my uncle died, so now I'm gonna fight crime, but I'm really not gonna really take out these villains. I'm gonna let the villains kill everyone that I love and cry about it all the time. Spider-Man cries more than any other superhero ever. He's always crying about something.
He always has so much shit that happens.
Because he's messing up. He doesn't do the job completely.
Because it shows that he's vulnerable. It's not like he's just some superhero that, nothing ever everything good goes his way, or, oh no, my girlfriend dumped me, but I have millions of dollars, so I'm just gonna go find another one.
Yeah, that'll be a perfect story for Spider-Man. Because at least he's not actually killing his girlfriend.
That happened once.
How many girlfriends have you killed?
Have I killed?
Yes, how many girlfriends have you killed?
None that I know.
Okay.
But
he's relatable.
I wasn't talking about relating superpowers, alright? No. The whole high school, him just dealing with high school life. Tell me another superhero that's more relatable than Spider-Man.
Tony Stark is more relatable than Spider-Man.
How?
Because, as you know, he has his issues that he tries to deal with it. He doesn't just say, oh, you know what? I caused this problem, so let me crawl up in a fetal position and cry about it all the time. He's like, all right, let me try to fix it. He may not fix it correctly, Everyone knows that Tony Stark is the best at, let me try to do this to fix the problem, that didn't work. I made it worse, so let me try to do this. That's like normal human, what people do. It's like you make a problem, you try to fix it.
And that's what Spider-Man does.
No, he doesn't do anything.
He always tries to fix it. Spider-Man, like, never quits.
Oh my god, never quits. You must be thinking about, like, Captain America. Captain America doesn't quit. Spider-Man, he quits.
When?
One more day. He quit. He quit on his marriage because he wanted to save 1,000-year-old Aunt May, who told him, hey, I'm old, let me go, I don't need to be around. No. I'm gonna give up my marriage, and my unborn child is gonna happen. Don't worry about it. I give up, because I can't save you because, you're old, you gotta die eventually. I'm gonna give up my marriage so you can live another year, a month, whatever it is. He doesn't know.
Well, that was Brand New Day, not One More Day.
Garbage. So I can tell you one thing. It's on the top 10 list of being one of the worst books ever. Worst comic books ever. And that's another thing. You could definitely see a few Spider-Man books on the top 10 worst all the time.
Doesn't mean he's a bad character.
Yes, it does.
That just means bad writers.
Listen here. There are a lot of bad books out there. There's a lot of bad characters. And they're not on anyone's list. They just don't care about them. They just don't care about them.
Well, that's because Spider-Man, since he is such a big character, he's a target.
No, Marvel tries to make him a big character, and they try to make all these events for him, like Clone Sagas.
Well, we already tore that apart.
Yeah, and having Spider-Verse, all these Spider-Man.
Spider-Verse was awesome.
They're trying to do all these things, and just trying to make them relevant so that people actually be like, okay, I like Spider-Man too. You know who likes Spider-Man? Man-childs like yourself and little 4-year-old kids. That's really about it.
Well, it's people that grew up with Spider-Man.
I grew up with Spider-Man too, and I was just like, It was like, I could find something better than Spider-Man. Spider-Man is not a good character.
He is. He has awesome superpowers. He's not.
Oh, wait, hold on. He could do anything a spider can do. Awesome. That's exactly what I want. I want to climb up walls.
You don't. I would want to stick to walls.
And the reason why he has web shooters is because he had to make that. So you can make web shooters when you're a teenager, but the best job you can come up with is taking pictures of yourself?
As a teenager. I don't know. But graduating, he should have done something else.
Yeah. But yeah. So he has this great strength that, he used to kill a woman. Forgot about that.
He's strong, but he's not that strong.
Yeah, it's in a Spider-Man comic.
Yeah,
even though he kind of got set up into killing her.
He did. He 100%.
But he still punched the life out of her. Literally punched her to death.
Which is kind of odd. It was one punch.
Yeah, exactly.
It was pretty sweet.
But yet, you could kill a female, poor defenseless.
I mean, you don't know her backstory.
And I do know her backstory.
Maybe she was a really bad person.
And she just didn't want to live anymore.
She sold cocaine to children.
So, but you could do that, but the Green Goblin and all these wrestlers, Doc Ock, I'm just going to hit you a little bit and then kind of subdue you, put you in jail where I definitely know you're going to break out in the next month or two and probably kill some more people. But it's okay. I didn't kill you.
Oh, Green Goblin died like twice.
Yeah.
So.
And then you end up having Hobgoblin, which that's a good character. That's a good character. So
they had success with the green one, so they wanted another one.
It's like, let's do a Hobgoblin. No, that doesn't work. Let's do a gray goblin. Let's do, I don't know, a polka dot goblin. Yeah, no. Like, this is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is like the equivalent to DC movies.
No.
Hot garbage.
No.
Hot garbage. There's no reason for him to be around. He's not even like the funniest person in Marvel. Like, I'd rather read a Deadpool story than read a Spider-Man story for quips.
Deadpool came out after Spider-Man. Spider-Man's like the first with the quips.
Yeah, and Spider-Man is Deadpool is fucking insane, but I'd rather read a Deadpool story about his psychoticness than read a Spider-Man story.
That's because you just like the killing.
No, it's more entertaining. It's more entertaining. You tell me right now that Spider-Man is an entertaining story.
Yes.
Right now.
Right now, Spidey is entertaining. Not the Amazing Spider-Man. I don't like the Amazing Spider-Man comics right now.
Wait. That's impossible. It's Spider-Man. Spider-Man's great.
Not saying
Spider-Man does no wrong. Spider-Man cannot have bad comics.
If you're a terrible writer, then yeah, you can.
Well, I guess Spider-Man's had a lot of terrible writers.
Just recently.
For his like...
And for the Clone Saga.
Well, yeah, so... Just so you know, I win this battle. It's been a pleasure.
Because you just said...
It's been a pleasure.
Some shit about him.
It's indefensible how Spider-Man's even good. And I definitely know there's going to be people that watch this be like, oh, Spider-Man's the best. And I don't know anything else about Superman. About superheroes.
Superman.
This is like, well, Superman, that's a different story. It's got Superman ahead because, oh man, that's another conversation that needs to be had about his character. And speaking of like DC, like Batman is better than Spider-Man, and he has no superpowers. He's just a rich guy.
He's a rich, angry boy.
Right. He went through bad stuff, and his comics are a whole lot better. He doesn't just sit there and cry. He does have issues when it comes down to his parents.
And he who never wants to killed a lot of people as well.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, you know what? I don't want to kill, but when I have to.
He used to kill all the time in his earlier issues.
Well, he's like, when I have to kill, I have to kill.
That's not true.
He's like these.
So why has he never killed the Joker? You can say Spider-Man pulls his punches on his villains. Every superhero does.
The Joker's a different story.
Oh, yeah?
The Joker fascinates Batman, and that's why he hasn't killed him. Because he's like, there's something about him. He's like Batman's kryptonite, and he wants to understand Joker so that he can better understand himself.
Is that the same with like Lex Luthor? Or Red Skull, or
any
of the other main supervillains for any other superhero.
Lex should have been killed a long time ago, but Superman, he's a different story. He's like a Boy Scout. Like, he tries to be a Boy Scout. You wouldn't know that if you watched that Superman movie, because he's going around killing everyone and destroying everything.
But he wouldn't kill Lex, though.
Right. But, however, it's a good thing he has him, because actually less storyline of good Lex that he is right now is actually pretty good. But that's besides the point. Spider-Man, like...
Every superhero... Obviously, writers don't want their...
Not every superhero. Punisher. Punisher kills on sight. You're a bad guy, he will kill you.
That's true.
Shoots first. Don't ask. He doesn't ask any questions.
Aside from, like... I don't even know who Punisher's mean. Taskmaster?
Taskmaster's just everywhere. Taskmaster's also like, he's mainly like a Punisher. Occasionally he's in Deadpool.
Yeah, I mean Punisher doesn't really. I mean he doesn't deal a lot in. He doesn't always deal with superheroes, and super villains. So it's not like.
Because he finds a way to kill him.
Oh.
He's like that's what he cares about. He's like, you know what? Get rid of this scum. It's like they don't need to be around.
Okay, so
they don't need to be around.
But they're probably a useless supervillain anyway.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't matter.
Obviously,
if he can find a way to actually kill him, he will.
If you're a writer of a successful comic book with a cool ass villain like Venom.
Yeah.
What if Spider-Man just killed Venom and then he was
it's
never
okay,
in any more comics? And you're like, oh.
No, because the symbiote can just go to somebody else and there'll be a new Venom. Like.
What if he killed the symbiote?
It's okay. There's a whole planet of them.
Well, what if Spider-Man just went there and killed every single one?
Well, then you know what? There'll be no more crazy people killing people anymore.
Well,
congratulations. No more Venom. It'll be great. It'll be great.
Or what if Batman killed the Joker and then just never had the Joker ever again?
But if you think about it, like Joker, is like a mainstay of Batman, but he's not in every single Batman comic that's been good. He's only been mentioned in some of the best Batman comics and some of the best comics in general, and he's not even in it. Everyone just thinks of like the Killing Joke when they think of the Joker.
True.
He's been in tons of other ones where he's not even done that much. He has been in a comic where his whole thing was just a patent Joker fish that looked like Joker. Like, that is amazing. Like, when you see somebody that insane do that, don't you want to know more about them? Like, don't you be like, hey, this is crazy. Why are you like this? It's like somebody from Scientology. Why are you in Scientology? You're fucking crazy.
That's just what I would say. I don't really care why you're in that or why you're doing that.
But he's mentally unstable. You can't kill a mentally unstable person. That's bad.
So then that's the same with Norman Osborn.
No.
Yeah.
No, that was bullshit. Not meant. He was mentally unstable because Spider-Man pushed him to there.
No.
Yep.
Nope. He pushed
Spider-Man
himself. His experiments did that to him.
No.
But either way, that made him
Spider-Man. So because of Spider-Man. If it wasn't for Spider-Man, he never would have done any of that.
I'll give it that Harry Osborn.
Harry, yeah, definitely Harry.
That was because of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Well, and then the gas just made it worse. But, or the, whatever, his serum.
Was in here.
But, Norman, 100%.
Spider-Man's fault. Spider-Man never resisted. Most of these villains wouldn't resist. Spider-Man created these villains.
So did a lot of Batman villains. Joker wins around with
No,
Batman.
okay. If Joker wasn't looking for money and stuff like that, he never been in that position to get duped by those guys that were using him as a patsy. It wasn't, I guess you could say it's kind of Batman's fault that he fell into the bat, blah, blah, blah. But that is one villain.
It's
Spider-Man.
Norman Osborn.
Spider-Man has been a part of like all his villains, 90%.
All right, name 2 more.
You see, I would do that right now, but I have a headache, and I can't do that. It's just all this talk about Spider-Man just makes my head want to explode. Oh man, but this is fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad to win again. And we'll do this again.
I don't count that as a win.
And you could count it or not count it, but in the scoreboard, it's a win.
We can see what other people think.
If you think that Spider-Man is overrated, useless superhero, C rank, we'll give him a C minus. Good for that. Or if you actually think that Spider-Man's a good superhero and he's actually good for something. Comment below, let us know. Catch you guys later.